Hey Devil's Lake, Rachel with the Chamber of Commerce. Today I am sitting down with Dan Johnson. Dan is the owner of the Liquid Bean here in downtown Devil's Lake. Dan, how are you today?
Real fine.
Good.
My first correction is one of the owners.
One of the owners.
Because the other owner is my son Paul,
Okay.
who currently lives in Grand Forks, but was super involved with the business, at least getting it started.
Okay.
We started the Liquid Bean in 1993.
Okay.
The same year he got his bachelor's degree from the University of North Dakota, after, of course, attending Lake Region for a couple of years. And spent the summer after he got his degree, spent a month of it traveling out to the East Coast, driving around, looking at art museums and just taking sort of the summer off.
Awesome.
Came back in the fall and we started making the plans for opening. We started planning basically in September, opened the 4th of December, as they say, in 93.
Okay.
We went from there.
And you're still rolling.
Still rolling at that time. Our plans were, let's just see how it goes.
Yes.
We had a few things in mind. We said we want good service, we want good products, we want a good atmosphere. The only thing we didn't put on our list of goals was to make a real profitable business.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the goals we made were to provide a good atmosphere, which we feel we have. We know we have good products, and you always pray for good service. The profit part has been incidental, but I've been fortunate to always have a good job besides. So, and Paul also has other endeavors besides the coffee shop. So I think that I'm very happy with where we are.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I know that the Liquid Bean is kind of a staple here in Devil's Lake, and I think it always has been.
And as I say, right, we're one of the first in North Dakota, probably the longest continuous printing one, because one of our go-to places when we started was the Urban Stampede in Grand Forks, which opened about a year or two before we did.
Okay.
But of course they had the flood, so they closed. And the year of 97 was an interesting year because part of Grand Forks migrated here.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it seems like the people in exile headquartered out of the Bean. So it was formed some real nice friendships, which we still have,
Yeah.
you know.
Great. Yeah, that's awesome. So I mean, aside from the coffee beverages and Italian sodas and such, you guys also have some food items here too. Has that always been a part of the Liquid Bean, or is that something a little newer?
Probably from the beginning. It was
Okay.
really limited, and I remember when we started, we had virtually no food items, or virtually no employees either. So what we served were Pugsley sandwiches back then. Pugsleys were in, so we always had on the menu a Pugsley sandwich with a pickle on the side. And since then, of course, we've done limited things like muffins and cookies and caramels, basic things. Along with that, we also have, I think, probably from the first, except during the summer months and Saturdays, we've done a soup every day, and we've done our paninis and so forth. Things which don't cause a lot of grease and are relatively easy to fix. So
Well, then they're delicious. I know.
They've gone over well, you know.
Yes,
so.
yes. I know a lot of people come here for the sandwiches and paninis, and they're delicious. So I'll say that myself.
And along with, of course, the coffees that you do, you also do some retail coffees where people just buy the coffee.
Yeah, I
brew it
know
themselves,
that.
so forth.
You've got some stuff on the shelf over there. Do you want to talk about where that comes from? Where is that sourced out of?
We've used about 3 roasters, but one roaster we've used for the last 20-some years is located in Rapid City, South Dakota, and they're excellent. And as I say, we've used the same thing. We've used, as they say, several other suppliers, but as far as the coffee, it's pretty well been limited to that.
Yeah. Okay.
And at one time we did, way back, as they say, when Paul was real active on a day-to-day basis, then we did a few gifts like books and so forth. But then once he moved out of it, we changed our focus mainly back to just the drinks and so forth, because you can't be doing the retail space and be doing everything at the same time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep, that's a
some
lot.
of the, some, it's, you kind of have to pick and choose what you want to do.
Sure, yeah, because that would change the whole dynamic of
That's
your
right.
business, and yeah, your sole focus is on making those beverages, and you do a darn good job at it.
And of course, the downtown has changed in the years, so that, you know, we're probably one of the older downtown businesses.
Yeah.
You know, obviously you can't compete with the Leapers and the Lamonts and the Thompsons and Murals and so forth, because they've been here for, 60 to 70 years. But as far as other businesses, the downtown has changed. So I think downtown, no matter whether it's Murals or Lamonts or whatever, or us, have become more of a destination place rather than a place you just walk along and drive in.
Yeah.
You know, so number one, they're open on Sunday, and it's a destination.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we of course want the downtown to be as healthy as you can be.
Yes.
It's a whole different world than it was long before the internet and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. What's something that you really value about being a part of downtown Devils Lake and being a part of the Chamber of Commerce and just part of this community?
Well, as you probably realize, this is also, besides a business, it's also sort of a hobby, or I shouldn't say a hobby, rather a passion. So some things I enjoy about the chamber and also the downtown people, it's just the friendships that you have working with them.
Yeah.
You know, I've taught for years. One of the advantages of that is you're around so many young people. Having the business here, I'm always around young people working. I'm also around young people running the businesses in the downtown and also in the chamber. So I just enjoy the enthusiasm and being part of a team.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's very neat that you've been here for a number of years. You've been able to watch all these businesses around you downtown and throughout the community kind of come to fruition, and you get to share that business relationship with everyone. So I'd like to talk about something that's new to your building. And that is the mural that was painted on the outside of the building, I believe this past summer. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Actually, it was right before a freeze up in November. And I like downtowns, I like alleys, I like whatever. And of course, in downtown Devils Lake, you see signs that were painted on the buildings like almost 100 years ago, advertising generators and alternators and Coca-Cola and so forth. And I thought, I would really like to see us have something just like hashtag Liquid Bean. That's all I really want, something simple that you can use for selfies.
Yeah.
Because I go to Austin, Texas, Winnipeg, all over, Denver, Golden, and you see all these things. And why can't we have them? And of course, up the street here, Lisa Genter did a nice painting on the side of the law office. And the alley is so nice for something other than graffiti. So my intention was that this friend, who was a graphic designer, would just paint hashtag Wicked Bean. She, of course, gave more. She gave the whole thing with, a caricature and all this stuff.
A caricature of you.
Which, of course, is...
It's awesome.
I love it.
Yes, it's really cool, and I think that it brings a lot of character to the building and to the community. Like you said, these wall murals or building murals are kind of the thing right now, and you're seeing them in all these big cities, and I think it's really neat that Devils Lake is a tourist destination, and it's a destination even for people who call it home. And I think that's a staple piece here in the community, and so I think it's really neat addition to your
And besides Liquid Bean, the other thing I definitely wanted on there was the word Devils Lake. Because if you're home, You might want souvenirs, but you always want to take pictures. Everybody has a camera.
Yes.
So, you know, something, just the word Devil's Lake, so.
Yeah, and I think I'd like to touch on that too, Dan. I think something that's so neat is your passion for the community as a whole, and you're out there with your camera all the time, taking pictures and sharing where you are within the community and sharing the folks that are out in the community.
Yeah.
So I think that is just awesome, and you share that on your Facebook page, the Liquid Bean Facebook page.
I do some on Facebook, some in my own.
And your Twitter, right?
And my personal Instagram and so forth.
Yeah.
I have everything just marked public, so you don't have to be a friend and all this stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think that's very cool. You're a business owner and you are out there in the community and you are sharing your passion through photography, and that gets your business name out there too. So I think that is really awesome, and I think the community really values that about you as well. So yes, just to tie back to the Liquid Bean, what are your business hours?
Our business hours are 7 to 5.
Okay.
It's changed over the years,
Yep.
just like everybody else's. 7 to 5, Monday through Saturday. We're not open on Sunday.
Okay.
At one time, as you probably know, we started a drive-through, and after a while, sold it off to one of our employees, Crossroad.
Mm-hmm.
She's changed the name, changed the business, grown it tremendously.
Yep.
And she was open on Sunday. We decided we weren't going to be open on Sunday.
Okay.
And part of it's my age, part of it's lack of energy, but that's just the way it is. I'm usually down here by 6:15 or so.
Okay.
Even though our official hours are 7, I have a few customers that dwindle in before then.
Yes, I know. I've been here early in the
So
morning.
usually, if the door is open, we're open, but
Yeah.
usually is 7 is when the employees come.
Okay. And just for fun, you've been in the business for a long time. What is your favorite coffee beverage that you've created or come across?
Well, you should probably be asking our employees that. Not mine, but theirs. My go-to is here is going to be a dark roast coffee.
Okay.
Very seldom like lattes or mochas or whatever. Only if somebody makes a mistake. Because I'm very frugal. And probably my other one would be if I'm somewhere else, I'm probably going to get an Americano, which
Okay.
of course is just espresso watered down.
Yep.
And of course, why? Because an Americano is always fresh. Because they're going to brew it right on the spot.
Great.
So.
Great. Well, Dan, is there anything else that you would like to share about the Liquid Bean with the viewers today?
Probably not, other than the fact that we enjoy being part of the community, enjoy trying to make the community better, and appreciate the chamber and the things you do to promote life and business in town.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Well, thank you very much. We absolutely cherish this partnership and your business, and I think Devil's Lake is extremely lucky to have the Liquid Bean and your presence within the community. So thank you for all you do, Dan.
Well, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks, Devil's Lake.